Hey, welcome to Firescale Audiobooks. If you enjoy our audiobooks, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, feel free to share your review in the comments section below.
The exam was 40 minutes short. The entire class had to be arranged by the teacher to gather together again. Yang Ren nervously grabbed Lu Yushi's arm. Xiaoxi, what should we do? I'm really nervous. Look, my hands are still shaking. Yeah, I'm also nervous. I'm so afraid that I won't do well in the exam. Everyone, don't be nervous. Just use your usual exam mood to take the exam. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. The class director was also someone who had experienced the college entrance exam, but her college entrance exam at that time was not that strict, so she did not know what that feeling was like. She didn't know how to console everyone. Everyone, it's normal to be nervous, so there's no need to pay attention to it. Just look at the exam with your usual attitude. Just remember to look at the questions carefully and trust your first instinct during the revision stage. Lu Yushi also helped to calm everyone's emotions in her previous life. She was also very nervous when looking at the college entrance exam for the first time, but now it seemed that as long as she had the winning papers in her hands, there was nothing to be nervous about. Everyone, you have to enter the exam hall half an hour before the exam. I think it's about time. Let's go in. We're different exam halls. I hope that everyone can do their best and fight for their own power. Remember what I said. If you don't know how to continue writing, then put pressure on yourself and squeeze out the remaining amount. Haha, this woman is crazy. She should relax and take the exam. She actually let others put pressure on her. Don't tell me she wants to kick out a few of her classmates so that there will be less competition. I think so. In Lu Yushi's eyes, everyone's ridicule was just an ignorant statement. Let them say it. Students, do your best. In the eyes of outsiders, the statement of putting pressure on herself was indeed silly. However, Lu Yushi insisted on going against the wind. There were many people who went against the wind, but she insisted on being the first person to survive against the wind. The exams soon began. Once Lu Yushi received the exam paper, she was secretly excited for a long time. Sure enough, she remembered many of the questions. She had also reviewed all the other questions when she was trying to grasp the key points. It seemed that it would be difficult for her to fail this time. She twirled the pen in her hand and began to write without stopping. Wang Maihe, who was in the same exam room, saw Lu Yushi like this and secretly cursed in her heart. It seemed that Lu Yushi was not a pretty face, but she really did know. Her mother was right. Lu Yushi was indeed not an easy person. After more than an hour, Lu Yushi raised her hand elegantly. The invigilator walked to the side and asked in a low voice, "This student, may I know what the problem is with your raised hand?" Lu Yushi opened the exam paper. "Report, I have finished writing. I raise my hand to signal for you to close the paper." The invigilator stared at her with wide eyes, then looked at Lu Yushi's exam paper. She had also finished her composition. How is this possible at this speed? Since you have closed the exam paper, I can leave through the back door. Lu Yushi let out a sigh of relief as she walked out of the examination room. She really did not like the lifeless atmosphere in the examination room. It made her feel uncomfortable. When she walked out of the examination room, she realized that she did not see any students coming out. Almost all of them were the parents who were waiting in the distance. It seemed that she was the first one to finish writing again. It was really boring. This classmate? Did you cheat and get kicked out of the examination room? The parents pulled Lu Yushi, who had come out too early. It must be. Look at her unhappy face. She must have been kicked out. How pitiful. Lu Yushi touched her face. How could she not be happy? This was too much nonsense. Sigh, little classmate, don't be sad. This year's college entrance exam reform. Cheating is fine. As long as the others are above average, they can still go to university. Don't be sad. Yeah, after working so hard for so long, she was suddenly caught. How pitiful. The parents actually grabbed her to chat. This was really hard on Lu Yushi. She quickly took advantage of the chaos to escape. It's too scary. It's really too scary. Fortunately, I ran fast. Thinking about the scene just now, she was still scared. Whether it was the language test in the morning or the math test in the afternoon, Lu Yushi was very relieved to take the test. She was not afraid of the cheat note that Wang Maihe would throw at her, because she always remembered that Wang Maihe threw the note at the second day of the test, so she did not have to be too cautious on the first day. The first day of the test was also over. The students also came to Lu Yushi's house as promised, ready for the final sprint. As soon as Lu Yushi entered the small room, she felt strange. The students who were usually the most talkative actually all finished their tests quietly, not saying a word. This surprised Lu Yushi. Why? Did everyone fail the exam? Why is everyone's face so dark and silent? Silence. Did they really fail the exam? It doesn't make sense. There are many questions. They shouldn't all have this kind of expression. Lu Yushi really couldn't figure out. Yeah, Xiaoxi was tricked. Yang ran, excitedly rushed over and hugged her. Haha, Lu Yushi, you don't know. I've been studying hard for the questions you mentioned. Who knew that there really were similar questions? You don't know what I was thinking when I got the exam. I was thinking, we're going to college, haha. Yes. I've been in high school for so long. I've never been so confident in the exam papers, especially in mathematics. I can't believe it's true. Lu Yushi also felt their excitement. Actually, I haven't taught you much. Many of the questions rely on self-improvement. It's your own hard work that makes you feel this way. Xiaoxi, don't be modest. If it weren't for your brainwashing method, I think I would have died for today's questions. Xiaoxi, there's still 2 more subjects tomorrow. Can you tell us which are easier to rely on and give us some pointers so that we can perform better? Yang Ran said pitifully. Silly, I asked you to come here to draw the key points for you. Can I invite you over for dinner during the exam? Xiaoxi, Yang Ran suddenly looked at her, making her feel a little uneasy. What? Xiaoxi, I love you so much. Yang Ran's affectionate look made Lu Yushi roll her eyes. Enough, if you don't stop, I won't speak anymore. Without Yang Ran shutting up, the other students tacitly covered Yang Ran's mouth. Lu Yushi, don't worry about her. Continue, we'll take care of her. That's good too. Now turn to page 112. The question at the beginning of 2A is very important. Although it may not appear, it's very likely that there will be similar questions. Pay attention to it. Also, I think the exam for the 2 subjects tomorrow should be this important. Now, go home and read it yourself. Based on your current level of excitement, it's unlikely that you'll be able to continue reading here. Lu Yushi's words seemed to wake up the person in the dream. The students all nodded in agreement. I think Lu Yushi is right. As excited as we are tonight, it's not suitable for us to study together. So, everyone should go back and prepare for their college entrance exams. Okay. Then, Xiaoxi, I'll go back. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. She finally sent these ancestors away. She still hadn't done it yet. Lu Yushi ran up to the 2nd floor and came to Ochi's room. Ochi, are you there? Yes, I'm here. As soon as she said that, Ochi came to open the door. Lu Yushi entered the room herself. How is it? Have you chosen your clothes? I think I've chosen them. Ochi's stammering did not sound like Ochi's answer. What do you mean you've chosen them? If you've chosen them, then you've chosen them. If you don't have them, then you don't have them. There's no such thing as a good choice. Do you understand? Although Ochi was 1 year older than her, Lu Yushi had taught him a beautiful lesson. Understand. Then I have chosen it. Do you want to see it? Ochi looked at Lu Yushi uncertainly. Yes, okay. I should see what kind of costume you're going to wear in the competition. Will it make me, the military advisor, lose face? Lu Yushi looked at her jokingly. I don't think so. Ochi scratched her head uncertainly. Then let me see it. Xiaoxi. Actually, I've already worn it, Ochi said embarrassedly. This scared Lu Yushi. My great aunt, this is the pajamas I bought from shopping last time. If you wear it like this, it will be very hard to lose face. Will it? I think this dress looks good. It doesn't look like pajamas at all. Ochi's innocent look completely defeated Lu Yushi. Oh my God. Luckily, I came to take a look and asked a few more questions. Otherwise, if you wear it like this tomorrow, it will make headlines. Lu Yushi was not exaggerating at all. It was very difficult to not be famous in a pink strawberry pajamas. But I think it looks good, and it's not as bad as you said. Ochi, what do you want me to say about you? I'm really defeated by you. Didn't I buy a lot of gowns from you last time? Why haven't I seen you wear it before? Are you waiting to get moldy? Chi frowned. Xiaoxi, it's not that I don't want to wear them, but they're too expensive. I don't dare to wear them. I'm afraid that I'll break them with a knock. That will be heartbreaking. Chi was a thrifty person, so she didn't blame her. She could only patiently say to her, Chi, you should know that since you bought the clothes, they should be used for wearing, not placed in the wardrobe to make them obsolete. Besides, didn't you say that you wanted to return the money to me as soon as possible? Have you forgotten? Chi shook her head cleanly. No, how could I forget? I really want to return the money to you as soon as possible. I'll feel bad if I owe you too much. So, isn't there such a good opportunity in front of me now? It's an annual singing competition hosted by the media. If you win, you'll be signed into the company. When that time comes, there will be many people looking for you to cooperate with. When that time comes, are you still afraid that you won't have the money to return to me? Tomorrow was her second day of college entrance examination. It was also the stepping stone for Chi's hard work for so many days. This singing competition hosted by the media was very big. It could be considered a banquet party under the cover of the night. They had even invited a famous superstar to be the judge, and it would also be broadcast on many television stations. If they could really win the championship in one go, Chi's road would be much smoother. Yes, Xiaoxi, I will work hard. I will definitely not let you down. Chi's serious look made Lu Yuxi's heart ache. Chi still had a long way to go, and this business was not easy. Many small celebrities who had just become famous might be under the radar in her previous life. She had rarely paid attention to her, and she did not know about her rough road before her debut. All Lu Yuxi could do was pave a section of the road, and she still had to climb the rest of the mountain road by herself. Lu Yuxi opened Chi's wardrobe and carefully looked at how to match it. Chi, what song are you going to sing tomorrow night? Tell me, so that I can help you match your dress. The song I'm going to sing tomorrow is Lover Under the Cherry Tree. Chi liked this song very much. It was written by a male singer, and it had a lot of feelings. When she heard that the theme was cherry blossoms, Lu Yuxi excitedly grabbed Chi's shoulders. Cherry blossoms? You said the theme of your song is cherry blossoms? That's great. Xiaoxi, what's wrong? Why do I feel that you're so happy? Chi was a little confused by Lu Yuxi's happiness. Come with me. As she said that, she brought Chi to her room and opened her wardrobe. The first thing she saw was a beautiful, pure white gown. The pure white gown was decorated with pink cherry blossoms. Wow, it's so beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? This is my first piece of work. This gown was designed by Lu Yuxi when she first thought of using cherry blossoms as the theme. She sent the rest of the design drawings to be processed. Only this design was processed by her own hands. She had bought the materials to sew it. She had originally wanted to use it as the treasure of the store behind the clothing store. It seemed that she and Chi were fated. Xiaoxi, you said that this gown is your work? Lu Yuxi once again refreshed Chi's impression of her. Yes. It's the result of my own hard work for a long time. Xiaoxi, I really admire you. You really seem to be omnipotent. I'm just a mortal. Don't praise me like a god. This will make me proud. Chi, do you really think this gown is beautiful? Yes, I really think it's beautiful. It feels like a million years, Chi said with a smile. Then put on. Put it on her, Xiaoxi. Are you kidding me? No. It's a waste to wear such a beautiful gown on me. Xiaoxi, I think you look even more beautiful in such a beautiful gown. Perhaps it was because she had been ostracized since she was young. Chi felt a little inferior about this gown. Chi, don't say that. I don't think I'm the only one who's suitable. I think you're even more suitable. Although the gown was designed by me. Do you know that some things may be created by you, but they may not belong to you in the end? Therefore, Chi, I think it suits you very well. Put on and let me see how beautiful you are. In the end, Chi tried to put on the gown under Lu Yuxi's instigation. The moment Chi came out of the changing room, Lu Yuxi smiled. As expected of the super queen in her previous life. Even if she wore glasses that covered half of her face, it was still unable to resist her beauty. Coupled with her shyness now, it made it even more impossible for people to resist. Xiaoxi, how is it? Is it nice? The pure white color highlighted Chi's fair skin. The part of her waist that was tied up made her look even more beautiful and moving. Yes, Ochi, it's very nice. It's like I specially made it for you. It suits you very well. It's very nice. Ochi was very shy from Lu Yushi's words. She was embarrassed. Really? Thank you. Oh, right. Ochi, tomorrow we'll go through the preliminaries, the semifinals, and then the finals. You have to prepare a few more songs and get ready. In this dress, you can wear it until the finals. It gives everyone a shocking feeling. You still wear your black-rimmed glasses during the few matches of your background. It makes people think that you are standing at the end with your singing voice. Yes, okay, I got it. The match will start at 3 in the afternoon. Will you come and watch your match? Maybe if you are there, I will relax a little. Don't worry, I will definitely be there. I will definitely not let you fight alone. Don't let anyone help you with your makeup in the finals. I will help you. I will also help you with your hair design. I am afraid that others won't be able to design the feeling I want. You must also remember to wear contact lenses and the like. With the high heels that I have match for you, understand? Lu Yushi nagged about this matter. Xiao Shi, what's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that all of a sudden? I don't feel comfortable. Lu Yushi felt weird. Are you my angel? You could do anything for me. We're friends. If I don't help you, who will? Besides, if I don't help you achieve something, when will you be able to pay me back? Ochi was touched and grabbed Lu Yushi's hands. Xiao Shi, thank you. All right, stop thanking me. Go to bed early. Tomorrow, use your spirit to meet your challenge. Okay, good night. Good night. It was time for her to go to bed. Tomorrow, she still had to meet Wang Maiha's cheating scandal. On the second day of the college entrance exam, students, you should know the basic rules of the exam, right? The exam is 120 minutes. You're not allowed to cheat. You are not allowed to look around. And you're also not allowed to whisper to each other. Otherwise, you will all be punished as cheating. This time, the invigilator was known to be strict. However, Lu Yushi knew that one of the 3 invigilators had been bribed by Wang Maiha with a large sum of money. Only 2 of them were not bribed. Therefore, Lu Yushi had to be careful of this unknown bomb. The reason why Lu Yushi had chosen the same exam venue as Wang Maiha was because Lu Yushi had chosen science during her sophomore year in high school. For some unknown reason, Wang Maiha had also chosen this subject. English was Lu Yushi's best subject. After listening, she had already written it in 2 or 3 strokes. This time, she was not in a hurry to leave. She had to wait for Wang Maiha's little note. In her previous life, she had caused herself so much trouble, so how could she let her go? If she did not suffer a little, she would not even know who Lu Yushi was. Lu Yushi had observed Wang Maiha in detail. Wang Maiha's English was not that bad, so she was almost halfway through Lu Yushi's writing. At this moment, Lu Yushi noticed her small movements. It seemed that the game had begun. Wang Maiha wrote down the answers. She was confident of getting all right on the paper. While the examiner was not paying attention, she secretly crumpled the paper into a small piece. She aimed at Lu Yushi, who was not far away, and threw it. This time, Lu Yushi was not stupid. She would not open it foolishly and curiously to see what it was. Instead, she made an unexpected move. Teacher, someone cheated. The voice was not loud, but it could be heard clearly in the quiet examination room. The teacher that was bribed by Wang Maiha immediately came over, not letting the other teachers take the initiative. Less than half the time had passed since the examination. Even if there was a cheating incident, not all the teachers could come over because the other examinees had not finished answering the questions. They had to insist on staying in their positions. The bribed teacher was closer to Lu Yushi, so he would handle it. What's going on? Wang Maiha laughed to herself. Haha, she really walked right in a trap. She didn't even need to make a move. Lu Yushi, I don't think you're that good. Lu Yushi pointed at the note in front of her. Teacher, a note was thrown over from somewhere and fell on my desk. The bribed teacher knew that his employer had thrown the note over, but he was paid to do it, so he pretended that he couldn't tell the truth at all. The bribed teacher picked up the note on the table and opened it. There are all the answers here. Tell me, what exactly is going on? Lu Yushi really did not want to talk to such a failing teacher. Teacher, didn't I just say it? I don't know. It fell on its own. How would I know what is going on? The bribed teacher grabbed Lu Yushi's test paper. She read it from beginning to end. I think you want to cheat, and then you want to frame others. Look at your own test paper. How long has it been? You actually finished the entire test paper without leaving a single question, while the other students are still writing diligently. Who would have the intention to cheat? Please, teacher, if you don't understand, then don't say anything. I'm not stupid. I cheated and told you, and then I waited for you to catch me. My head has never been hit by a door before. Lu Yushi really hated him. He didn't have any skill at all and wanted to frame someone else. I'm framing you. I saw that you were dirty and wanted to say these words to save yourself. Let me tell you, no way, I won't believe you. Zhou Pingda's voice that had been bribed raised quite a bit, and the other students looked over. At such a young age, if you don't learn well, then you'll learn bad. Learn from others to cheat. If you cheat, then you won't admit it. Lu Yushi remembers seeing. This group of people even remembered this sentence. This sentence was the complete denial of her words in her previous life. Even if she died, it was impossible for her to easily forget it. Teacher, are you prejudiced against me? Why didn't you investigate? The moment you got the note, you accused me of cheating. Now, everything requires evidence. You can't punish me with a small note. Why aren't you writing the test paper? A group of people came to patrol in less than 10 minutes. Most of the people who patrolled were leaders. Lu Yushi really didn't want to have any communication with this person. She raised her hand and said to the leaders in charge of this area, "Leader, there's a problem here." The two leaders came in with a straight face. "What's the matter? Why are you arguing like this?" Zhou Pingda made a preemptive strike. "This student cheated. Now that I've caught him with my own hands, he actually doesn't admit it. He's been shirking his responsibility." The leader looked at Lu Yushi. "This student, is what this teacher said true?" "No, what he said is not true. First, I did not cheat. Second, it was not what he said that he caught me with his own hands. Instead, I raised my hand and said it. If you don't believe me, you can ask the two invigilators behind you. Third, and most importantly, this piece of paper really isn't mine. I really don't know how it came about." The leader looked at the two teachers, indicating that he wanted to know if the situation was true. Although the teachers behind him did not say anything, they nodded to show that they had seen it. Lu Yushi was telling the truth. The leader asked Zhou Pingda with distrust, "Teacher Zhou, it doesn't seem like what you said is true." Zhou Pingda instantly became extremely nervous. "I'm sorry, my ability to express myself was wrong just now, but at least what I meant was right. This student is very likely acting like a thief shouting to catch a thief." "Teacher Zhou, aren't you jumping to conclusions too early? You didn't investigate anything, so you can't malign me like that. The reason why I can stand here was because I used 3 years of hard work to get to where I am today. It's been so hard, you can't malign me." Lu Yushi's eyes were red. She was as wronged as she could be. The school leader couldn't stand it anymore. "Teacher Zhou, this student is right. We should investigate thoroughly before making a decision. It's not easy for a child to take the college entrance exam. We can't ruin her future if we don't investigate. Thank you, leader, for making the decision for me. We have to investigate this matter as soon as possible. We can't affect the students' exams anymore." Lu Yushi's crying became the most advantageous weapon. It was still too early to fight with her. Zhou Pingda was so angry that he almost blew his beard and glared. "Leader, I really think that she cheated. Look at her test paper. She actually finished it so quickly. I just took a look and almost got everything right." The leader smiled and patted Zhou Pingda's shoulder. "Teacher Zhou, I don't blame you for not knowing. You should know that student Lu Yushi was the champion of the English competition that we held last time. It's very normal for her to write English quickly and correctly. Don't make a fuss about it. But leader, no matter how good a person is, there will always be questions that they don't know. I think she's cheating." Lu Yushi pretended to sniff. "Leader, I know that I'm smart enough to make people jealous, so he doesn't believe me. I don't blame her, but I do have a way to catch the cheater." The leader looked at her suspiciously. "Oh, I don't know what method you're talking about. Tell me." "The first method is to take this piece of paper to extract fingerprints, but this method is too slow. I don't think it's suitable. So I think we should use the second method. Everyone knows that in the college entrance examination, other than pens, you can't bring anything else. Even the paper used to make the draft is provided by the school. The school only provides 2 pieces of white paper each, and this piece of paper filled with answers can clearly be seen to be the draft paper provided by the school. Judging from the degree of tearing of the paper, the other piece of paper must still be in the hands of the cheater. Wang Maiha tried her best to listen to the situation at the side. When she heard Lu Yushi say this, the hand holding the pen could not help but tremble. She tried her best to cover up the incomplete piece of paper underneath with the paper, and her face instantly turned pale. Lu Yushi was right. The paper behind was indeed in her hands. She did not know what to do now. She did not expect that Lu Yushi, this be *TCH, would use this method to verify it. Wang Maiha looked at Zhou Pingda for help. Zhou Pingda had no choice but to speak up for her. You are clearly trying to waste your time. You know how important the time of the college entrance examination is to you. You are making a racket here, and you insist that I do not remember it as cheating. Do you know how many people will be delayed by this? I say, teacher, you also know that the time of the college entrance examination is precious. Then, will my exam paper be more precious if you ask to cheat? Lu Yushi's rhetorical question made Zhou Pingda speechless for a moment. Moreover, the classroom is not very big. If everyone raises the waste paper in their hands at the same time, it won't take 30 seconds at all. Lu Yushi suddenly looked at him meaningfully. Teacher, you won't have anything shameful to hide from me and won't let me check it, right? You're talking nonsense. What can I hide from you? The leader finally said, Yes, Teacher Zhou, since you don't have anything, just let her check it. It won't take too long. But, no buts. Since she said that she can quickly find out who it is, then let her do it. 1 minute on the stage, 10 years off the stage. Since you haven't checked it clearly, you can't easily cheat someone else's exam paper. Thank you, leader. Lu Yushi quickly ran up to the podium. Okay, students, cooperate with me and make the real cheater. Please raise all the draft papers in your hands and let me have a look. Lu Yushi knew that it was Wang Maiha who did it, but she had no evidence to prove that it was her. If she were to rashly arrest her, if she were to transfer the evidence, it would definitely not be easy. The students raised the draft papers in their hands one after another. At this time, Wang Maiha obviously could not make another piece of paper out of thin air, so she used her right hand to grab a piece of paper and her left hand to grab the test paper on the table. There was only a pen on the table. Lu Yushi immediately aimed at Wang Maiha. Wang Maiha, why do you only have one piece of paper? You still have one piece of paper? In school, Lu Yushi would never call her sister out of disgust. Everyone immediately looked at Wang Maiha. Wang Maiha did not say anything. She just shrugged her shoulders, indicating that she did not know. Zhou Pingda immediately opened the door for her. Oh, I suddenly remembered. This student seemed to have said something just now. Her English is very good. She doesn't need so many pieces of paper. One piece is enough. Then, I only gave her one piece. Do you have a pocket? Wang Maiha smiled, stood up, and walked in a circle, as if to say, Sorry, I'm wearing a skirt today. Lu Yushi's eyes narrowed slightly. It was impossible that it wasn't her. Besides her, there couldn't be anyone else. She must have hidden somewhere that no one would pay attention to. I say, Teacher Zhou, you really are too much. The higher-ups clearly stipulated that 2 pieces of draft paper must be sent out. You only sent 1 piece. What are you trying to do? The leader said seriously. Yes, leader. I got it. I will pay attention next time and won't make a mistake again. Zhou Pingda looked very sincere, which was really annoying. Zhou Pingda looked at Lu Yushi and immediately changed his face. Okay, the murderer you are looking for has not been found here. Now can you prove that you are the cheater? Lu Yushi rolled her eyes at him and didn't say anything. Instead, she stared at Wang Maiha, who was writing the exam paper. There was no reason. It was impossible that she couldn't find it. Where did she put it? When Zhou Pingda saw that Lu Yushi didn't even look at him, his anger became even more obvious. Hey, fellow student, are you even listening to me? Since you can't find the cheater you want, then you're a thief and a thief. Although I can't find it, you can't accuse me of cheating just because of this. I demand a reinvestigation. Reinvestigation? Do you think this is a police station? You won't stop until the case is solved. Zhou Pingdao refused to give her the chance to investigate further. The school leader also expressed his helplessness. Fellow student, since it's yours, just admit it. This year's reform will not abolish all points in the cheating course. If you work harder in other subjects, you should still be able to go to university. Zhou Pingda cared about her and immediately called for the security guard not far from the door. Security, please escort this cheater out. Don't let her affect the other students' exams here. Lu Yushi did not expect to be reduced to the fate of cheating even though she had been reborn in time. She did not expect Wang Maiha to transfer the evidence so quickly. When she was about to be led out of the door by the security guard, Lu Yushi thought of another place to hide. Wait, I want to say something before I leave. Zhou Pingda said impatiently, why are you so nosy? If you have something to say it quickly. Don't disturb the other students. Anyway, she had been treated as a cheater, so it didn't matter even if he asked her to say a word. Lu Yushi stared at Wang Maiha tightly. Student Wang, do you really only have one piece of paper? Yes. Wang Maiha saw that Lu Yushi didn't think that she was cheating and didn't want to catch her, so she unexpectedly let down her guard and replied to her. When the word H came out, Lu Yushi smiled. As expected, she didn't let her guess wrong. Wang Maiha took advantage of the moment when everyone wasn't paying attention and instantly crumpled the paper into a ball and stuffed it into her mouth. Student Wang, there seems to be something in your mouth. It can't be that 2/3 of the white paper, right? She said, if it was a fox, it would always reveal its tail. After saying that, everyone's eyes shifted to Wang Maiha again. Zhou Pingda's heart instantly raced. No, absolutely not. If he was caught, he would definitely not be able to escape. Perhaps the matter of not bribing him would also be exposed. Wang Maiha immediately felt that something was wrong. When she saw that Lu Yushi was caught cheating, she actually let down her guard and revealed the paper for her to see. Wang Maiha shut her mouth tightly and refused to speak. She absolutely could not speak. If she spoke, the situation would definitely change, and she would instantly become a cheater. It seemed that the best way now was to swallow the paper. It was already disgusting enough to hold it in one's mouth. If she still wanted to swallow it now, just thinking about it made her sick to her stomach. Student Wang, why aren't you speaking? Is there something in your mouth? Lu Yushi pressed him tightly. Wang Maiha clenched her fists and wanted to swallow it. The school leader saw that Wang Maiha did not speak and felt that something was wrong. Student, do you have something in your mouth? Can you open your mouth for us to see? Of course. Wang Maiha opened her mouth in surprise. What can I have in my mouth? Didn't I say that I'm not allowed to eat? Damn it, it was stuck in her throat. No, she had to endure it. When Lu Yushi was chased out, she would quickly finish writing and then go to the hospital to get it. She had to endure it. Zhou Pingdao's heart was instantly relieved. There's nothing. You can leave now. She actually swallowed it. That was amazing. However, even though she was amazing, she could not bear the name of cheating for nothing. If she did not teach her a lesson, she would not know how amazing Lu Yushi was. I'll leave then. If there's anything, let's go home and eat egg fried rice. A dramatic scene happened. When she heard about egg fried rice, Wang Maiha could not hold it in any longer and immediately spat out the paper. Student Wang, why did you vomit? Why did you only spit out a piece of paper? Lu Yushi's ability to play dumb was top-notch. She remembered that after Oh-Chi wanted to eat the egg fried rice, she broke it into pieces. She specially asked the kitchen to prepare 3 bowls of egg fried rice. Note that it was not 3 bowls, but 3 bowls. Wang Maiha ate a lot under Lu Yushi's supervision and vomited until her face turned pale that night. She also vowed to never eat fried rice again. When the other students saw it, they looked at her with disgust. How disgusting. She actually ate paper. This was too hardworking. Of course, the school leader knew what this was. He looked at Wang Maiha angrily. What is this? How do you explain it? Wang Maiha was so nervous that her hands and feet kept shaking. She did not know how to explain it. Zhou Pingda immediately felt that something was wrong. He took advantage of the situation and said, "That's right. You obviously cheated, but you actually did not admit it. You almost caused me to misunderstand the other students." Wang Maihe said angrily, "What right do you have to say this to me? You took my money, but you actually said this to me. Immediately return the money to me." The school leader was once again furious. "What take money? You actually took money without permission and wanted to help others cheat. Teacher Zhou, I am too disappointed in you. Stop being a teacher and write your resignation letter immediately. I will explain everything to the higher-ups. Also, security, immediately send out this student who cheated and this incompetent teacher." Lu Yushi loved this scene the most. She wanted you to be arrogant again. However, she still had to pretend to be pitiful and disappointed. If she wanted others to not blame her, she had to blame them first. "Student Wang, I really didn't expect that you would harm me. You have really disappointed me. Sister, listen to my explanation. Things are not what you think." Lu Yushi put on a full show. She turned her head away and cried angrily. The school leader said, "All right, take them out. Students, it's all right. Write your exam papers. The exam will continue." As soon as she finished speaking, Lu Yushi raised her hand. "Teacher, I want to hand in my exam papers." The students and teachers seemed to have heard something unbelievable. Excluding the 20 minutes of cheating and the 20 minutes of listening, she actually wrote for fun before an hour had even passed. Lu Yushi seemed to have gotten used to this kind of surprise. She handed in her test paper and left. She still had to help Oyuchi prepare for tonight's competition, so she did not have time to waste here. Lu Yushi went to the most famous cosmetic store in City A and bought the things she needed for the night. Then, she went to Myriad Strands of Silk to find Sun Liang to book a lackey who knew how to wash, cut, and blow. After she finished Oyuchi's business, she went to her own clothing store. She looked at the final situation. "Lao Jia, how is the matter going?" "Everything is done. I have also completed the business license. The only thing left is to choose the opening date." Lao Jia explained everything in an organized manner. Looking at the neatly arranged clothes, "Lao Jia, I am at ease with your work. This is not all because of me. There are still them. Boss, you can't forget about us." With the speed of speech, other than ABA, who else could it be? "It's you guys. Why are you here? We are here to see if there is anything we can help with. We just happened to be here and saw this lady moving the clothes. Without saying anything, we got the job done." Brother Bao said happily, "Yeah, it's all thanks to them. Otherwise, I really don't know when we'd be done." Lao Jia was very satisfied with their work performance. "Okay, thank you. I'll pay you when the time comes." "Boss, you don't say anything. We'll be embarrassed about the salary." "What's there to be embarrassed about? You're people who need to earn money to support your family. I'd be embarrassed if I didn't pay you." Lu Yushi knew that it wasn't easy to make a living. She didn't want to be a black-hearted boss, so she didn't pay them. "Also, don't call me boss. Just call me Xiaoxi." "Yes, boss." Everyone was tacitly dumbfounded. "All right, you guys go ahead. I want to talk to Lao Jia about some work." Brother Bao and the others went to help in a hurry. "Xiaoxi, are these clothes really designed by you? Are they really so beautiful?" Lao Jia's eyes were blurry as she looked at the clothes in front of her. "Hee. Lao Jia, if you like any of them, you can take them. Just write them down. Treat it as a gift from me to help you." "Really? I won't stand on ceremony. By the way, Xiaoxi, when do you plan to open?" "Soon." She was waiting for a day when she thought it would be a big seller. After she was done with everything, there was enough time for Lu Yushi to take her final exam. After the exam started, Lu Yushi knew that Wang Maihe would always look at her with a gaze that wanted to kill her. It was no wonder that she would look at her this way. After the exam in the morning ended, the news of Wang Maihe cheating and falsely accusing Lu Yushi immediately spread throughout the school. This was not a glorious matter. Let's see how she explains it. This was not her fault. Harming others would only hurt herself. Let her see it. It would not lose any flesh. "This student, please be careful. Don't look around. Write your own exam paper properly." The new invigilator was not a pushover. He had also heard about what happened in the morning, so he paid special attention to this student. Lu Yushi was in a hurry and did not pay too much attention to her. More than 20 minutes after the exam started, Lu Yushi raised her hand again. What's wrong, my friend? He felt a little sympathy for this student who was falsely accused but still remained calm. Reporting to the teacher, I've finished. May I ask if you can hand in your paper now? Because this year's rule was that you could hand in your paper immediately after you finished writing it. Lu Yushi was very satisfied. Otherwise, how long would it take to wait here until the time was over? The students who were still in a daze and didn't answer the questions or just finished writing a small question raised their heads to look at Lu Yushi. Was this girl crazy? She treated this as a normal test and did whatever she wanted. This was the college entrance examination. Even if she copied it, she could not be so fast. She did not need to use her brain, right? But didn't the college entrance examination require her to answer the questions several times before she dared to write? Did she really see the questions? Clearly, she was the first to hand in every subject, and she might even be the first to hand in the entire grade. It was not like who handed in the first place first. So why was she in such a hurry? Crazy. This girl was crazy. The invigilator kindly reminded her, Student, it has only been more than 20 minutes. Do you want to look again to see if there are any mistakes? Teacher, I am confident in my own exam paper. You can keep it. Lu Yushi chose not to examine it anymore. She picked up the pen and left the examination room, leaving behind a group of students who were in the wrong and 3 invigilators who did not know the truth. Of course, there was also the hatred of Wang Maihe and Lu Yushi. You have stolen my spotlight again and again, and even caused her to miss a subject of English. If she, Wang Maihe, did not take revenge for this, she would not be human. The invigilator patted the table of the students in front of him. You still want to see? They've already written it. You have not finished examining the questions. When Lu Yushi reached the school gate, she was once again caught by the parents who were waiting for their children to take the college entrance exam. This time, because it was the last subject, there were many times more parents than the day before. Little classmate, why is it you again? The exam has only started for more than 20 minutes. Why are you out again? Could it be that you cheated and were kicked out again? Lu Yushi wanted to cry, but had no tears. Why didn't she know to use the back door? She was dumbfounded. She was caught again. Students nowadays, when their family conditions are better, they eat and drink. They don't want to study anymore. For example, our child doesn't like to study either. He only wants to play every day. The day before the college entrance examination, he suddenly didn't sleep at night. You just read books and let him sleep. He insisted on reading for a while. Later, when I asked him, I found out that he went to some classmate surnamed Lu's house to tutor his homework that night. That's right. My child is the same. She's someone who doesn't like to study all of a sudden. The day before the college entrance examination, she's been studying like crazy. She also said that the entire class went to Lu's home to make up lessons. I asked her why she didn't go to the teacher's home for making up lessons. He actually said that Lu was the top student in the exam and a genius who solved some super difficult problem. Do you think our children are in the same class? That's right. It's very possible. The aunties in 2s and 3s actually gathered together to chat. They had completely forgotten that they were still holding onto Lu Yushi. Who did she, Lu Yushi, offend? Even if she was tired from helping her child with tutoring, she still had to deal with all of you. Was she trying to tire her to death? Little classmate, my child is so lazy that she can study at such an important time. Don't cheat again in the future. Cheating is a bad behavior. Lu Yushi wanted to cry, but had no tears. Aunties, you've misunderstood. I didn't cheat. I just finished writing. Little classmate, this is your fault. It doesn't matter if you cheat, but you can't lie and cheat. Do you understand? Lu Yushi knew that the parents were the most talkative during the college entrance examination. She just wanted to leave this place as soon as possible. Auntie, I'm not lying. My surname is Lu. I'm the classmate who helped your child with tutoring. The parents did not make things difficult for Lu Yushi. All right, classmate, don't lie about something. We'll let you go. After escaping from the tiger's den with great difficulty, they immediately took a taxi and rushed to the art center. Xiaoxi, I'm here. You're finally here. I thought you hadn't finished your exam and couldn't make it. Ochi was very nervous now. Now that Xiaoxi was here, it was much better. No, I finished my exams long ago. I just ran into some things on the road and got delayed. But why are you in such a hurry? Didn't the exam start at 4? It's only 3.40 now. Xiaoxi, you don't know. Because the number of applicants this time is much more than expected, the organizers decided to advance the time by an hour, which is 3 o'clock. Now it's my turn to be next. I'm really nervous. Can you help me look at my clothes, look at my appearance, and see if there's anything wrong? Lu Yushi looked left and right. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the black-rimmed glasses are a little ugly, the clothes don't match well, and the hair doesn't look good. There's nothing wrong with it. Xiaoxi, there's nothing good about what you said. All right, get ready. You're next. You must do your best. Don't embarrass me. Lu Yushi was afraid that Yu Chi would be fine now, but once she went on stage, there would be stage pressure. Okay, I got it. This contestant sang really well. Next, let's welcome the next contestant, Chi. Let's give her a round of applause. The host's voice was transmitted to the backstage through the microphone. Chi took the microphone and nervously swallowed his saliva. Chi, don't be nervous. Bring out your usual performance here. Come on, I'm here. Lu Yushi knew that Chi would definitely be able to do it. She was very talented in singing, and it was impossible for her not to pass the first stage. Stepping on the applause, Chi came to the middle of the stage. There were 15 media judges sitting in a row below the stage. All the seats around were filled without any exaggeration. Haha, look at that girl on the stage. She's so old-fashioned. That's right. Nowadays, it's really rare to see a girl who dresses more old-fashioned than an aunt. She's definitely not as beautiful as our Jiao Jiao. Our Jiao Jiao's charm is unstoppable. Chi could hear the discussion below the stage. She was already nervous because she had never seen so many people before. Now that she said it, she felt even more at a loss. Suddenly, she saw Lu Yushi reach out her hand and press her thumb on the other 3 fingers. She only used 1 index finger. Chi smiled. She remembered this gesture. Xiaoxi once said that there is no obstacle in life that cannot be overcome. No matter how small you are, even if you stretch out a finger, it exists in us. It is 1/10 smaller than us, but we cannot be separated from each other. Chi smiled and closed her eyes. She did not look at the audience seats and enjoyed every bit of the melody following the music. She sang out her dream. No matter how much I'm ignored by the crowd, I will still maintain my true colors. No matter how much you laugh at me, I will resist. I will not be weak. Chi sang out her favorite song with deep affection. This song was her heart's desire, and it was also her hard work. From the moment she learned the music, she had started writing this song. She had also invited Lu Yu to see it, wanting her to see if there was anything she could change. From the moment Lu Yushi saw the lyrics, she smiled. Although it was the first song Chi learned from her, she seemed to have her own ideas. Chi's talent in music was beyond anyone's estimation. She had no way of modifying her things. I will definitely resist all restrictions on me. Following the climax of A Deep Love, the crowd was instantly moved. Wow, she sings so well. And what song is this? It's so good. I can't tell. This girl's looks are average, but her voice is so good. She's really not bad. When the judges heard it, they all nodded in agreement. She's really not bad. Whether it's the lyrics or the song, this girl can perfectly interpret it. Director Jean, didn't you choose the female lead for your movie? Why are you so focused on such a small role? Director Jean smiled and did not say anything funny. Instead, he quietly watched on. When the song ended, the applause was no longer as sparse as before. Instead, it won the applause and cheers of the entire audience. Thank you. Chi bowed and took her bow. This contestant is complaining about our lack of knowledge. May I ask which singer your song came from? Just like the other contestants, although the song ended, they still had to accept the questions from the judges. Chi smiled and brought the microphone closer to herself. Thank you very much for saying that this song came from a singer. Thank you very much for your comments. However, this song was indeed composed by me personally. It is not the work of a singer. The judge could not believe it. You studied music? Yes, that's right. I also learned it recently. I studied music for a month. Only a month? Then you mean that you have never come into contact with music before and only studied music for a month before you wrote this song? The judge said so much that he could not believe it himself. This song contained several invisible heights. It couldn't be written by someone who had only learned music for a month. The audience was in an uproar. How could someone who had learned music for a month be able to write such a good song? Who would believe it? Lu Yushi looked at Ouchi with a smile. Others might not believe it, but she, Lu Yushi, believed that Ouchi had indeed learned music for a month to write this song. No, it should be said that it had been less than a month. Ouchi answered the judge seriously. No, not a month, but 15 days. Are you kidding me? It would have been believable to say 1 month, but 15 days? Wasn't that too far-fetched? Another judge frowned and looked at the judge who spoke. Look at the serious expression on the little girl's face. Does she look like she's joking with you? Anyway, let's keep her first. This contestant definitely doesn't have this little bit of strength. The judge said, pass. The host came out at the right time. Okay, now let's invite the next contestant, Wu Jiaojiao. Backstage. Ouchi, you're amazing. You did it. You didn't know that the way you sang just now was really charming. Really, Xiaoxi? Actually, you don't know how nervous I was at that time, especially when the judges asked me a question. I felt like my heart was about to jump out of my chest. Ouchi covered her chest and patted it hard. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. This is different from the exam. You have to relax. After the preliminaries, many people will be eliminated. There are still the preliminaries and the semifinals. You have to work hard. After entering the finals, you will definitely win. Okay. Ouchi nodded her head hard. On the other side, the bell for the end of the college entrance exam rang at 5 o'clock. The parents asked their children worriedly, "How did your child do on the exam? Did you get caught cheating?" "Mom, how can that be? Do you think your son is the kind of person who would cheat?" "That's good. You don't know that just 20 minutes after the exam started, someone was kicked out for cheating." Little Sheng said in disbelief, "Mom, don't talk nonsense if you don't know. In our school, there are only people who cheat in the morning. Who would dare to cheat in the afternoon?" Mother Sheng said in disbelief, "How is that possible? I just saw a girl come out not long after the exam started. If she didn't cheat, then she must have finished writing. What's so strange about that? It's not surprising that our class genius Lu Yushi has such ability." Mother Sheng recalled, "Ah, that girl just said that her surname was Lu. I even said that she was lying." Xiao Sheng was a little angry. "Mom, Lu Yushi helped me tutor so well, and you still scolded her. What do you want her to think?" "Ah, then what should we do?" "Ah, I'm just teasing you. Lu Yushi isn't that stingy. Don't worry, don't get the wrong person next time." "I got it, son. Let's go. After the exam, Mom will go back and make you some good food to nourish your body." On the other side, the competition continued. "Ouchi, you did very well. You passed the preliminaries, and there were even fewer people. The next round is the semifinals. You must pass the semifinals. You feel that you can't stop before you succeed." "Yeah, I got it, Xiaoxi. It seems that the audience outside didn't scold me anymore. Instead, they like me. That's what I want. Now that you've appeared with an ugly appearance, everyone still likes you. They haven't ostracized you. This proves that you used your strength to win the popularity and not your gorgeous appearance. When that time comes, no matter how ugly you are, the audience will not reject your singing. However, you must change your appearance for the finals. Do you know why?" "Why?" Ouchi asked curiously. "Because actually, many media outlets will use your appearance as their final bargaining chip. In the entertainment industry, good appearance is the beginning of everything. Therefore, in the finals, I will definitely dress you up beautifully." On the surface, it was a singing competition, but in the end, only some people who had good looks would be selected to enter the finals. Although they did not sing the best, the chances of being selected were very high. In his previous life, a discerning person could tell at a glance that Ouchi sang the best, but in the end, it was Jiao who won the first place. "Ouchi, why don't we change the style of the semi-finals?" "Change the style? What style do you want to change?" Ouchi did not understand what Lu Yushi meant. "I want to play and sing by myself to attract more attention. What do you think?" Lu Yushi felt that this would not only showcase her talent, but also make the audience more fond of her. It was a pretty good choice. "Okay, Xiaoxi, I believe in you. Whatever you say." Okay, there's a piano here. I'll tell the props team to move up before you go on stage. Lu Yushi seemed to have thought of everything, but Xiaoxi, I'm so worried that I'm not good enough. Although I've pretty much mastered this song, I'm not familiar with the piano accompaniment at all. What should I do? Not familiar? Then do you have anything else that's more familiar with the piano accompaniment? Ochi played with his fingers, feeling wronged. Xiaoxi, it's all my fault. With my current skills, it's hard to play without looking at the score. There are only a few minutes left before your performance. Forget it. Let's go with the original plan. I'm afraid that the judges will think that you only have such a trump card and will eliminate you at any time. It's not a 100% elimination. We can only rely on luck. Xiaoxi, I have an idea. I don't need to go with the original plan, but I can show my strength. I don't know if I should tell them. Ochi thought quickly and immediately thought of a way to achieve the best of both worlds. Oh, my little ancestor, if you have something to say, just say it. Who do you want to die of anxiety? It was also strange. If it was Lu Yushi's own matters, she would not be so anxious, but if it was someone else's matters, there would always be an unspeakable urgency. Xiaoxi, you and I will go on stage and play together. This way, we won't miss this opportunity to perform, and there will be less danger of elimination. Lu Yushi pointed at her own nose in disbelief. Me? Go on stage and play together with you? Yes, my piano driving ability is not very good. Isn't your piano very good? Why don't you go on stage and bring me along? Is that okay? Looking at Ochi's expectant look, she really could not bear to refuse. But, Ochi, do you know? If I go up this time, according to the current audience, they will like you more. When the time comes, love the house and the crow. As the saying goes, people are afraid of being famous, but pigs are afraid of being strong. I don't want to be famous. She still wanted to hold back and anger Wang Maiha to death. How about this? The props team should have a lot of masks and things like that. Why don't I wear a mask and borrow some clothes? The sky is dark, and the lights on the stage are not very bright, so it should be more difficult to see the person's appearance clearly. Ochi Mingming nodded. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Dear audience friends, our competition is really getting more and more intense. The next contestant actually asked for her partner's piano accompaniment. Next, let's invite our next contestant, Oyu-Chi. O-Chi was the first to go to the middle of the stage and bend down to express her gratitude. Because it was the accompaniment of the little buddy, Lu Yushi did not bow or anything like that. She directly sat in front of the piano. After Oyu-Chi finished bowing, she received another round of warm applause. Actually, someone should have said that. Since she knew her future fate, she did not choose to become famous herself. Seeing others become famous and successful while she only acted as a small supporting role at the side, would she not be jealous? If someone asked Lu Yushi this, Lu Yushi would have smiled and said to her, no, because each person's fate is different. She has her own fate. The two of them looked at each other and smiled. They raised their hands at the same time and dropped the music in unison. The music came from Lu Yushi's and Ochi's hands. Their fingers paused, and the music came to a climax again. Ochi sang a happy tune, which once again made the whole place boil. I think the girl with the mask is pretty good. Director Jean had filmed so many scenes. It was obvious that although the two of them were playing together on the surface, Oyuchi's hand seemed a little unfamiliar. It should be the girl with the mask who was driving her. Director Jean, you are indeed a director. You have the same sense of humor as everyone else. Everyone knows that Ochi is the main character. Although the main character is a girl with ordinary looks, you shouldn't value her accompaniment. The judge next to him shook his head in confusion as expected. Not everyone could be a director. Lu Yushi sat next to Ochi and could hear Oyuchi's voice very clearly. She was indeed the queen of the music industry. Her singing skills were not something that ordinary people dared to provoke. However, perhaps it was because she had not been through much, but she still felt a little relaxed. This was normal, just like how there was no perfect person in the world. The judges asked, didn't you say that you would eliminate this woman in this match? Why are you still here? Keep your voice down. Aren't you afraid that others will hear you? Look at the situation now. Are you blind? Can't you see that so many people in the audience support her so much? Although Wu Jiaojiao was beautiful, based on the current situation, This woman was even more popular than Wu Jiaojiao. Therefore, I feel that it is not suitable to eliminate her now. Even if she is eliminated, it should be in the finals. Why? Because if we lose in the finals, or give her a second or third place, it will be lighter than elimination. The audience will think that it's really because of her strength. What you said makes a lot of sense, but why don't we just let her pass? Her singing seems to be the best among the audience. The judge who explained rolled his eyes at him. I finally understand why you can't be promoted. It's because you're really too stupid. Don't you think about it? In the entertainment industry nowadays, a lot of people rely on their looks to make a living, okay? Even if she is number one, the entertainment industry is so complicated. It's not suitable for her. Without any flaws, the spectacular curtain call. Backstage. Yeah, we did it. We didn't get eliminated. Yeah, maybe it's because we have no other choice. Let's not bother about this. The finals are going to start soon. We have to get ready immediately. Put on your makeup, clothes, and everything else. Ochi looked left and right. Where do you want to change? Ochi, are you stupid? Don't forget where we are. The Central Theater. The Lu Hotel is right next to it. Where'd I put all my things? I've also sent all my staff there. Of course, we have to go there to get ready. Xiaoxi, you're very thoughtful. The Lu Hotel was not far from here. They came out from the backstage and turned right. When they reached there, the things that Lu Yushi had ordered were already prepared. Everything was ready except for the east wind. Lu Yushi pulled Ochi to the dressing table and sat down. She said to her lackey, "Do you still remember the hairstyle that I taught you? Help me curl the lower part a little and straighten the upper part." At the same time, she did not stop what she was doing. It was makeup. The reason why Lu Yushi knew how to put on makeup was all thanks to Wang Maihe. In her previous life, after Wang Maihe had her face disfigured, she did not dare to go out. She had also gone overseas to see if she could come back with plastic surgery. But in the end, she still could not. A lot of the time, she really wanted to give up her life. The most important thing for a woman was her appearance, but she had changed her appearance. In the end, she had to learn makeup under the encouragement of Wang Maihe and Lin Yuan. Now, she really didn't think that she could still use it. Ochi, I plan to give you a light, but not too thick costume. I don't know the specifics. The purpose of this costume is to not only perfectly reflect your temperament, but also to be fresh, elegant, and more natural. The most important point is that the cherry blossom gown is the most suitable for it. Xiaoxi, I don't know anything. I believe in you. You will definitely make me the most beautiful person tonight. Ochi's great trust made Lu Yushi very touched, because the feeling of being trusted by others was really good. Lu Yushi did not say anything after that. Instead, she did what she was doing seriously. The only thing she could hear was the sound of blowing her head. Okay, open your eyes. I will help you put on your contact lenses. Okay, you can open your eyes and see if I have disappointed you. Lu Yushi was familiar with her own face drawing. Now that she was a different person, she was not very familiar with it. When she put on makeup for the first time, she could not help but feel a little excited. Even the speed of opening her eyes was faster than an ordinary person. Looking at her completely changed self in front of her, Ochi was stunned. Her right hand unconsciously covered her mouth. How is it? Are you satisfied with the self in the mirror? This was a costume that had been popular for a long time in her previous life. If she was not satisfied, she could not think of any costume that matched her temperament. Ochi looked at herself in the mirror in disbelief. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Is this me? Why doesn't it look like me at all? It's so beautiful that it scares me. Lu Yushi smiled bitterly. There was still someone in this world who thought that her beauty was scary. It seemed that she, Ochi, was the only one. The more she looked at Ochi, the more satisfied Lu Yushi felt. Her hair was done by the hairstylist she had instructed. The top half of her hair was originally straightened, but Lu Yushi thought about it. If it was straightened, then there was no need to curl the rest, therefore. She simply asked the hairstylist to make Oyuchi's hair more natural. Finally, she would curl it a little at the bottom. Xiaoxi, it's really so beautiful. Is this really me? Perhaps it was because Lu Yushi's makeup skills were very good, or perhaps it was because Ochi was a beautiful woman. She was very beautiful, and the hairstylist's eyes were staring straight at her. It's you, it's you. There's not much time left. You have to change into your dress. Otherwise, I won't be able to see you get first place in a while. That won't happen. There's so many people in the semifinals, so there must be many people in the finals. I'm in the back, so it shouldn't be my turn so soon. But she looked more relaxed than anyone else. I say, little ancestor, there are many people in the semifinals, but there are only 10 people who can enter the finals. Are you sure you want to take it slow? Ah, then hurry up, or there won't be any rush. But she finally had some sense of time. The gown was designed by herself. She knew that it was a little difficult to wear, so she spent a lot of time. After it was passed on, she seemed to have too much time to enjoy it, so she immediately rushed to the competition venue. As expected, because there were fewer people in the finals, the moment she went there, she heard the host say the last contestant's voice. "Oh-Chi, do your best. Don't let you down." Although she knew that Oh-Chi would not be far from the top 3, she still did not know what she was looking forward to in the future. Unknowingly, the competition has entered the end. Everyone can be said to have all kinds of supernatural powers. Next, let's invite the last contestant, Oh-Chi, to the stage. Woo-woo, the applause was jubilant. Oh-Chi stepped onto the stage in high heels and small steps. When everyone saw Oh-Chi, they all looked as if something had happened. Why do I look like I don't know? What's going on? Isn't Oh-Chi going on stage? Who is this woman? The applause of the audience immediately turned into a discussion. If you ask me, who should I ask? How would I know? But you don't have to tell me. This woman is really good looking, especially when you look at her hairstyle and the matching dress. It's really beautiful. The beauty-loving woman immediately focused her gaze on Oh-Chi's hairstyle and the dress. It's so beautiful. Whether it's the matching or the dress itself, it's very beautiful. I wonder where this hair is made from, and where did you buy this dress? It must be very expensive. Don't talk about this anymore. That's not the main point. The main point is why it's not Oh-Chi who's going on stage, but this unknown girl. The judges were also very surprised. When did the director make such an arrangement? Why didn't he tell us? Another judge said, "The woman in the stands looks really ugly. If she is elected, it will be hard not to become famous." The judge sitting in the middle picked up the microphone at the side. "Miss, may I ask who you are? We are in the middle of a competition. Did you go to the wrong place?" "No, I didn't go to the wrong place. This is the place. I am here to compete." Once the voice was heard, it caused another commotion. Isn't this Oh-Chi's voice? Why does it sound so similar to her voice? Don't tell me she is Oh-Chi. I will not believe it. This is impossible. Oh-Chi stood on the stage, a little nervous. "Hello, everyone. I'm the last contestant, Oh-Chi. Next, let me sing a song, Lovers Under the Cherry Blossoms." The shock in the audience came wave after wave, unable to stop. What's going on? Is it April Fool's Day today? There must be a limit to this joke. Don't play around like that. We just seen Oh-Chi for 3 rounds. I don't remember her looking like this. Among the crowd, Lu Yushi seemed to be the calmest. She had already predicted that there would be such a thing. There was no need to join in the fun. Some of the audience even thought that it was a fake. Oh-Chi smiled at her words. "Whether I'm a fake or not, I will use my singing to prove myself." She gave a look to the musician behind her and closed her eyes again. "Don't cry under the cherry blossom tree. I am afraid that I don't know how to comfort you. Xiao, look, this is the first time in my life that I have won such an expensive trophy. I am so happy. It is all thanks to you, Xiao, that I can win this award." "All right, you don't have to thank me here. Quickly pack up and change your clothes and get ready to leave. I've already called Chi Shifu to wait for us at the back." "Xiao, what's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry to go back? Did something happen? Don't scare me." Oh-Chi's face instantly turned pale. It seemed that he was badly frightened by Lu Yushi. "Look at how scared you are. It's not a big deal. Just now, when I was in the audience, I heard that many of your fans were coming to you to ask for your autograph." Oh-Chi's popularity could attract so many fans in such a competition. This was not something that an ordinary person could do. She was afraid that when the time came, wave after wave, it would be difficult for her to go back. Moreover, now was not the best time to face the fans and reporters head-on. Someone once said that what could not be obtained was always the best. Although it was used on a lover, it was not peaceful to use it on Ochi now. Ochi was just a newbie who had just won first place. It made them look forward to it so that it would last. Xiaoxi, what are fans? And what autographs do they need? Ochi looked puzzled. It was no wonder that Ochi did not know that Oyuchi's life was really tough. She was not liked by her family since she was young. It was not easy for her to go to school outside, but she was ostracized by her classmates. Later, she was cheated and had been working hard to earn money. How would she know these things? Okay, I will explain it to you later. You go in and change first. Liu Yushi quickly pushed Oyuchi into the changing room and waited outside alone. Hello, I saw you pushing Oyuchi into the changing room just now. Do you know her? After Oyuchi left the stage, Director Jean rushed over even before the competition ended, afraid that Oyuchi would run away. Liu Yushi turned her head. She did not know what was going on without looking. When she saw it, she was shocked. Director Jean. Miss, you know me? Of that I don't know. I've only heard of her name. How could she not know Director Jean? A big director. He might be just an ordinary director now, but in the next 2 months, he would use a huge sum of money to shoot that movie and get the highest box office earnings. He had earned quite a lot of money. Why did he ask? Ochi, could it be that he wanted to find a main character for the movie? I know Ochi. May I ask why you want to find her? It's like this. I saw her playing the piano with a girl during the semifinals just now. Although Ochi is very compatible with the female lead of my movie, I still feel that the aura of the masked girl is more suitable, and it has a feeling of being easy to get close to. These words shocked Liu Yushi. Wasn't the girl wearing the mask, and Oyuchi playing the piano herself, she was wearing a mask. How could she tell that she was easy to get close to so amazing? What masked girl did you say? She seems to be just a pianist. As for the female lead in the movie you mentioned, based on the current situation, I recommend Oyuchi. Because she is now at the critical moment of winning the newcomer award, she will definitely attract a lot of attention. When the time comes, if your movie is good, you will feel grateful that you did not choose the wrong person. Liu Yushi did not want to make any movie. The most important thing for her now was to push Oyuchi out and make her famous again. Director Jean thought carefully about what this girl said. She was indeed right. Ochi was currently on the rise in the news, and there would be a lot of reporters watching her. He would definitely not regret signing her. May I ask who you are? Ahem, about that. I am Ochi's manager. You can look for me if you need anything. Liu Yushi did not know how to describe her identity, so she could only speak nonsense. Agent. Director Jean was shocked. Was there such a young agent? Oh, can you leave a number? When the time comes, I want to contact you to talk about the movie. Director Jean took the initiative to leave his number. Liu Yushi took out a piece of paper from her backpack without thinking and wrote down a string of numbers and handed it to him. At this time, Oyuchi seemed to have changed his clothes. Xiaoxi, I'm ready. Let's go, or else we really won't be able to leave later. Director Jean looked at the two people who were walking further and further away. This manager was not simple. With just a few words, he had changed his original definition. With her capable help, Ochi would definitely be very popular. Master Chi Shifu, let's leave quickly, or else we won't be able to leave later. Suddenly, there was a knock on the car window. Liu Yushi rolled down the car window in confusion. Excuse me, what's the matter? She kept having the feeling that she had seen the man who knocked on the window before, but she could not remember where. Hello, Miss Liu. My master would like to invite you over. As she spoke, she pointed at the car across the road. Then, Chi Shifu, you should send Oyuchi back first. I'll call a cab back later. Chi Shifu was very worried. Miss, it's so dangerous. Don't go. It's almost 12 o'clock now. Maybe they're bad people. Don't worry, Chi Shifu. I've seen this man before. He shouldn't be a bad person. Besides, I have a cell phone. If anything happens, I'll just call the police. You don't have to worry. All right then. Miss, you have to be careful. If you can't, you can run. Otherwise, you can call me. I'll do my best. He'd watched Miss grow up. He wouldn't allow anything to happen to her. Master Chi Shifu, don't worry. I'll be fine. You should leave quickly. Looking at the car that was driving away, the man made a gesture of inviting her. Miss Liu, this way please. Liu Yushi stared at the car for quite a while. Not only had the man seen it before, but she had definitely seen this car before. Lu Yushi wanted to go around to the back to see what the license plate was, but the man opened the car door. "Miss Lu, please." Although she was very confused, she still sat in the car. "Ah, you scared me." Someone was sitting in the car. Why was there no sound for a long time? Heibu saw Lu Yushi, who was scared and was in a good mood. This little woman was really cute. "You, why aren't you making any sound here? You scared me to death." Lu Yushi's chest was full of fear. Heibu ignored her and still had a cold look on his face. Drive. Lu Yushi had seen him a few times before. In front of him, she always felt that she had an indescribable sense of peace. Lu Yushi stole a glance at him. In Lu Yushi's opinion, he always had a cold expression on his face. The slight frown on his face made her have the urge to help him up. The two of them were sitting at a distance away from each other. This did not make her feel very awkward. In her opinion, they should be able to use the analogy of old acquaintances. "Sir, where are we going?" Looking at his cold face, Lu Yushi felt that she did not dare to speak loudly. Silence. "Sir, I'm sorry, you call me into the car, but you have to tell me where we are going, right?" Not speaking. After not seeing him pay attention twice, Lu Yushi tactfully shut her mouth and looked at the scenery outside. As they were getting further and further away from the city, Lu Yushi became more and more curious. "Where are we going?" "I'm telling you, selling me is not worth much. Who dares to buy?" These few words sounded a little overbearing, but the Heibu seemed to explain everything. Who dared to buy the women of his Heibu? However, there seemed to be someone who was too dumb to understand. "It's fine. Then where are we going?" "You have to tell me a destination, right?" Muzhuang. Muzhuang. Although Lu Yushi could be said to be knowledgeable in Shangyi City, Muzhuang was a place that was hard to guess. The Mu Manor was a manor that had risen from the ground in the past 2 months. It was said that the inside of the manor was all natural. There were hot springs, waterfalls, and rockery on quite a large scale. Although that was what they said, they had never heard of anyone entering, because it was a private space. It was not open to the public. Lu Yushi had long wanted to go to the legendary Mu Manor and see what it looked like. "Isn't this Mu Manor not open to the public? Why can I still go? What do you think? What about the hot springs?" Lu Yushi was like a curious little baby, asking questions nonstop. Although the Heibu did not pay attention to her, she did not mind being a little excited at the moment. Perhaps it was because she had experienced too much in her previous life that she felt a little tired. So Lu Yushi especially liked places like waterfalls. She felt that her mood would be much more relaxed. The Heibu secretly took a glance at Lu Yushi from the corner of his eyes. Judging from her excited look, it seemed that she really liked Mu Manor. After the car drove past a wooden bridge and a large door, it seemed that they had entered Mu Manor. Although it was already dark, the lights were abnormally bright. The first thing that could be seen was a large lawn that was hard to see in the past. There was a large artificial fountain around it. Beside the fountain were all kinds of flowers that were as red as fire, white as snow. Very beautiful. This made Lu Yushi stunned. There was actually such a beautiful place in City A. The car slowly drove past many villas. Finally, it stopped at the last one. The maids had been waiting outside for a long time. If this person had money, everything would be extravagant. He turned on so many lights in the middle of the night. Wasn't he afraid of wasting electricity? The driver opened the car door for Lu Yushi and then ran to the other side to open the car door for Heibu. "I'll give you half an hour," Heibu said, and walked upstairs without even turning his head, leaving Lu Yushi, who had a confused look on her face. "Yes. Miss Lu, this way, please." The maids made an inviting gesture. Lu Yushi followed them, confused. Lu Yushi sat in front of the mirror and looked at the 2 makeup artists who were helping her with her makeup. She couldn't help but ask, "Can I know what's going on?" She stupidly got into someone else's car and followed them here. Only now did she realize that she actually didn't know what was going on. The maid who was standing at the side said, "Miss Lu, don't you know? Today is the annual gathering of the Hay family. There will be one every year. Last year, it was on a small island in England. This year, it was chosen in City A. The topic of the annual gathering seems to be very confidential. We servants don't know what it is exactly. Only the specialized service staff should know. However, they all signed a confidentiality agreement and did not mention it. Is that so? Lu Yushi seemed to understand, but did not understand. It seemed that this was a secret gathering of the Hay family. But we're very curious. Except for everyone from the Hay family. It seems that only people from the Chung family can attend the gathering of the Hay family. But miss, why are you here? Although the maids knew that they could not ask about the owner's privacy. However, Lu Yushi seemed to be very easy to get along with, so they unwittingly asked about it. Well, I don't know either. But is your young master from the Heibu? Miss Lu, you are not allowed to casually call your young master by his name. It will be subject to the family rules. Lu Yushi did not ask why. Perhaps the family rules were like this. In Lu Yushi's opinion, this Mu Zhuang should belong to someone from the Hay family. Lu Yushi asked, then I don't understand. It's almost 1 a.m. now. Why is there still a gathering? Everyone looked at each other. In the end, they shook their heads to show that they didn't know. All right, since they didn't know, she didn't ask. Anyway, she couldn't get the answer she wanted. It seemed that she could only ask him. With the efforts of the two makeup artists, Lu Yushi's disguise was quickly done. Miss Lu, after putting on makeup of so many rich young ladies, your makeup is the easiest. Your skin is also good. You only need a light makeup to achieve the effect, the makeup artist said sincerely. Wow, Miss Lu, you're really beautiful. If a light makeup was so beautiful, then what about the heavy makeup? Yeah, people are easy to get along with. We like you a lot. If young master marries you to be our young madam, we'll definitely be very happy. You don't know that you're the first girl our young master brought back. The maid's praise did not make her feel unhappy. On the contrary, she was very happy. It seemed that the treatment was not bad. Miss Lu, the gown is ready. Hurry up and change into it. Otherwise, young master will be unhappy. When they mentioned that young master was unhappy, everyone shuddered. The gown was very simple, but it was also very gorgeous. Lu Yushi rejected the maid's help and chose to wear it herself. Although she was also a woman, she did not want to be seen naked. Lu Yushi walked out and looked at herself in the full-length mirror. The maid immediately walked over and tidied up the hem of the dress. Miss Lu, you look so beautiful in this gown. The gown was a short red knee-length skirt that missed out a large part of the shoulders, and the exposed shoulders were even fairer. Lu Yushi smiled faintly, and there was a little sadness in her smile. How long had it been? How long had it been since she stood in front of a full-length mirror with such confidence? In her previous life, apart from the wedding, there was also this time. She was afraid to look in the mirror. It was mainly because of her body that she found dirty in her previous life, as well as her disfigured face. Now, the heavens had actually given her a complete body and a clean face. She was going to live out her life. Young master. Lu Yushi saw Heibu behind her in the mirror. He was dressed in a pure black suit. His pure white collar and grayish-brown tie were a perfect match. His slender body made the hearts of millions of women race. Lu Yushi did not know where to place her hands as she looked at him, staring at her. Heibu looked at Lu Yushi in the mirror, and his heart beat faster. She was so beautiful. Her fair skin made this gown very economical. However, her overly exposed shoulders made Heibu frown. How could she reveal so much she could not let others see? Who picked this gown? Change it for me immediately. If anyone knew what Heibu was thinking, they would definitely laugh out loud. The dignified Heidi was actually so stingy. Lu Yushi looked speechlessly at the dress she was wearing. She felt that it looked pretty good and there was nothing to be ashamed of. Its young master. The costume designer swallowed his saliva, afraid that he would become an unemployed person in the next second. Lu Yushi had no choice but to change into another dress according to his request. This was a light blue knee-length dress. She had seen it in the Times magazine. It was designed by the famous master Wei Zhua and had even won the Fame Hua Award. Heibu was very satisfied with this dress. The upper part of the dress was wrapped tightly, and only the neck was exposed. The lower part of the dress would not leak out. It was very beautiful. Lu Yushi pursed her lips. All right, it was better for her to behave in the Hay family's territory. Let's go. The banquet is starting. Heibu extended his arm and held it for her. Lu Yushi glanced at him and put her hand on his. Can I know what's going on? I'll let you know, but not now. Let's go. Once again, she was dragged over by him. She, Lu Yushi, was not the kind of person who would be easily fooled by others. Why couldn't she say anything to him? She held the hand of the Heibu and came to the entrance of a hall that was guarded. The attendant bowed to the Heibu and respectfully opened the door, making a welcoming gesture. Lu Yushi frowned. What kind of strange place was it that it needed to be so strict and even had so many soldiers guarding it? This question made Lu Yushi even more curious about the things of the door. However, the truth was that Lu Yushi was wrong. There didn't seem to be anything strange in the hall. On the contrary, it seemed to be just a gathering of the rich and powerful. Everyone's fine wine was placed at the side. While chatting or doing business, they clinked their wine glasses. Soft music was playing, and some people were dancing in the middle. Heibu seemed to have seen through her thoughts. There are no drugs, guns, and ammunition here. It's just a gathering. Even if there were, how could he bring her along? Lu Yushi pursed her lips. It was really boring. She thought that there were these things to watch. The television was fake. She thought that she could see the real thing, but it seemed like she was happy for nothing. All you have to do now is follow me. You can't run around. Heibu stared at Lu Yushi as if warning her. Lu Yushi could only compromise. In his territory, she could not control herself. Oh, Heibu did this to protect her. Her appearance would definitely cause a commotion. Heibu's guess was right. His appearance with Lu Yushi caused a commotion. Dear nephew, may I know who this is? The first person to appear was the current head of the Chung family, Chung Yulei. The Chung family's real estate group was the largest group in the country. It also had a bigger development overseas. Its sales volume was also so good that there was nothing to say about it. This was also the reason why many people fawned over him. Heibu was as cold as ever. Uncle, you're here. Because they were his father's generation and also his father's best brother, Heibu still respected him. Heibu subtly changed the topic, causing Lu Yushi to be disappointed. To be honest, she still wanted to know how he would introduce her. Dad, brother Heibu is here. Seeing that her father and Heibu were chatting, Chung Jia quickly walked forward. Jia, you still remember your brother Heibu, right? Chung Yulei wanted to pull Heibu and his daughter together. Heibu was young and promising, and he took over his good friend, which was the company under his father. In just 3 years, he had managed to become the biggest and strongest company in Heibu. He had also heard that the HEI group that Elder Hei had left behind was very well managed. It was really unexpected that such a young man had taken over 2 of the biggest European groups in the country and abroad. Although he was not as experienced as he was in the battlefield, he was indeed a good young talent. Unfortunately, Chung Yulei only knew about the surface business of the Heibu. The gangs behind the Heibu, trade, real estate, food, and so on, were all included. The power of the Heibu was something that Chung Yulei could not estimate. Father, you must be joking. How could I not remember brother Heibu? Chung Jia was a little shy when she mentioned the Heibu. Dear nephew, Jia has just returned from abroad. There are still many things that she does not understand. You have to help me take good care of her. And I will take care of her. Uncle, don't worry. Heibu only agreed and did not promise much. He deliberately changed Chung Yulei's care to taking care of her. In this life, the only woman that Heibu wanted to take care of was probably her by his side. Good, that's good. Chung Yulei did not hear anything else and laughed in satisfaction. When Chung Jia heard Heibu's words, she smiled and lowered her head. When she looked down and saw Lu Yushi holding Heibu's hand, her smile froze. Brother Heibu, I wonder who this lady is. She finally saw her. After chatting for so long, she really wanted to ignore her. Lu Yushi looked at Heibu nervously because Heibu was a head better than her. Looking at his determined chin, her curiosity grew and she really wanted to know what he would say. Heibu did not look at Lu Yushi and said firmly, "This is my fiancé." Lu Yushi was shocked and looked at Heibu's fiancée. He said that she was his fiancée. Chung Jiajia's heart fell to the bottom. What? Fiancé, his fiancée. Chung Yue was also shocked. Nephew, back then, your father set a marriage contract between you and Judgia. How did you? I'm sorry, I can't agree to the marriage contract set by my father. I was still young at that time, and I didn't know about my father's decision. Now that I know, I refuse. I didn't promise anyone that I would marry Judgia, so I have the freedom to choose. Heibu's rejection dealt a fatal blow to Jia. Brother Heibu, how can you let this woman become your fiancée? Is she really worthy of you? Lu Yushi's eyes dimmed. Not worthy. She had never thought that she would be together with him. Perhaps meeting him was just a mistake, or perhaps it was fate's arrangement. A man that had never appeared in her previous life appeared in her current life. Could she control her fate's arrangement? Lu Yushi had never thought of marrying him. Although she felt like she would be with him for 10,000 years at first glance, she didn't know who he was or his family. Perhaps this girl was right. She wasn't worthy of him. Whether I am worthy or not, I will decide. Heibu's tone was absolute, without the slightest hesitation. Brother Heibu, although this woman is a little beautiful, are you so sure that she did not approach you for your money? You have to look carefully. Don't be easily fooled. Chung Jia pointed angrily at Lu Yushi. Although she did not understand who she was or what kind of person she was, she just hated her. Jia, since you call me brother, you should respect your sister-in-law. You don't have to tell me what kind of person she is. Heibu's words made Lu Yushi's heart beat faster. Why did he have to protect her so much? Heibu pulled Lu Yushi away after he finished speaking. Chung Jia looked at the backs of the two of them and squatted unwillingly. Dad, look, you have to make a decision for me. Chung Yulei said angrily. Ridiculous. My daughter dares to speak like this. Isn't it just that she has two multinational corporations under her? I can destroy it as easily as stepping on two ants. When I, Chung Yulei, galloped across the battlefield, you weren't even born yet. Dad, what are you doing? My Chung Yulei's daughter doesn't want to marry him. He's not the only male in the Hei family. Doesn't he look like a human? There are many people who are richer than him. I'll introduce you to someone better in a while. Chung Yulei's gaze was fierce. Since you dare to say such words to me, Chung Yulei, I'll see if you can protect the two large corporations under you. Chung Yulei's intentions were spreading. What he might not have expected was that Heibu was the one who could stomp him to death like an ant. But Dad, Brother Heibu is really handsome. I can't bear to part with him. Since he already has a fiancée, why do you have to humiliate yourself? Chung Yulei's words were like needles piercing Chung Jiajia's body, making her understand immediately. Dad, what do you think we should do? Chung Yulei said with a sinister smile. I naturally have my own ways. I will put pressure on him in the business and see how he can deal with it. Also, don't forget about tonight's gathering. Other than the members of the Chung family, outsiders are not allowed to enter the HCI family gathering. However, that girl was brought in by the Heibu. It will definitely cause public anger. Even if other people can't do anything to him, the elders of the Hei family are not people who can be easily manipulated. Heibu led her to an empty corridor and let go of her. Lu Yushi could not help but ask, when did I become your fiancée? Although I know you used me as a shield, it won't happen again. What if I say I'm serious? Heibu suddenly looked at Lu Yushi, making her so embarrassed that she did not know where to look. She could only lower her head. Ah, you're joking, right? Lu Yushi did not believe it. Maybe he wanted to use her to beg for something, and then apologize to her and say that it was fine. I never joke. Although the attitude of the Heibu was still so cold, it was a serious expression. Lu Yushi seemed to understand that he was talking to her seriously. She also answered him seriously. I'm not familiar with you. I don't know everything about you, and you don't know everything about me. The number of times we've met is pitifully few. I don't think we have a reason to be together. Just like that lady said, I might not be good enough for you. Perhaps it was when love really came that Lu Yushi remembered the wound from her previous life. The Heibu fell silent. Lu Yushi could not see his expression clearly and did not know what he was thinking at this moment. Suddenly, a voice broke the silence between the two of them. Heibu, could you please explain to us why this outsider is asking you? The two elders of the Hei clan came to Lu Yushi. In front of the Heibu, the first thing they said was to question the Heibu. The Heibu did not say anything. Lu Yushi did not know what exactly was going on, so she also did not say anything. She just watched quietly. Don't you know the rules of our Hei clan? Why do you still want to offend us? The elder's angry rebuke still did not get a response from Heibu. Heibu did not expect that she would reject him. Why would she reject him? Was it because he only wanted to give her happiness and protection and never considered her feelings? There were many people who gathered around to watch the show. Most of them had the attitude of watching a good show. When the elder saw that Heibu still did not reply, he could not help but be furious. Heibu, are you even listening to us? Heibu finally recovered from his daze, but his expression was still as cold as ever. No, it should be even more cold. Yes. Do you know that our Hei clan cannot receive any outsiders other than the Chung clan? It's for everyone's safety. Why are you still doing this? From these words, Lu Yushi finally understood why this gathering was chosen at dawn and why they had sent people to guard it. When Lu Yushi entered just now, she discovered many very rich people who had been reported in her previous life. It seemed that this Hei clan was filled with rich and noble families. Perhaps the Hei family had a rule that they had to gather together every year. So they gathered together and found a period of time that was not too public. They were also afraid that they would be collectively kidnapped, so there were people guarding the door. Even the waiters present were specially trained. Hey, Boo, you clearly know the rules, but you still broke them. How do you want me to punish you? Do you want me to kick you out of the Hei clan gathering? The elder looked at Heibu sternly. Heibu was still very quiet and did not speak. Elder, I'm sorry. My son Ben doesn't know how to speak. Let me, as his mother, speak. When Nuo Rui and Hei Qingqing saw this scene, they quickly walked over. Madam Hei, you should know the rules of this gathering, but he still broke them. Tell me, if you don't punish him, how will he convince the masses? How will he manage more people in the future? Another elder scolded angrily. Elder, you can't do this. This Lu Yushi is my son's fiancée and also my daughter-in-law. Logically speaking, she should be considered a member of our Hei clan, right? Nuo Rui was no longer as childish. As before, she was completely a qualified mother protecting her child. Nuo Rui could not allow Heibu to be kicked out of this gathering. If she was kicked out, it would be the same as being kicked out of the Hei clan. Although it was not a big deal to be kicked out, she had promised the deceased old Master Hei that she would take good care of him, the child of the Hei clan. In other words, the old master's meaning was that she must not be kicked out. Otherwise, the Hei clan would be given to someone else, and the Hei clan would also be disintegrated by the old master's will. Heibu was so serious in protecting the Hei clan, he could not allow such a thing to happen. Even if he was disintegrated by the will, he would reinvent himself in an instant. However, if there were enemies or other gangs taking revenge, it was very likely that Heibu would lose his life because of this, so only her son and daughter knew about this secret, so the situation was more serious. The elder stared at Lu Yushi and said, So what if she's your fiancée? If you're not married, you don't have that piece of paper, and you don't have a household register, then you're still not a member of our Heibu family. Heibu didn't say anything. He didn't know why she brought her to this gathering. Perhaps she wanted to tell others earlier that she was his woman. Nuo Rui frowned. The elder was right. Lu Yushi didn't have the qualifications to enter the Heibu family. Hei Qingqing looked at Heibu worriedly. Brother, what should we do now? Give us a word. Chung Yulei was delighted when he saw that the fire he had started had successfully burned Heibu and the rest. Hey Boo, I'll let you be happy. This is just the beginning. The elders said, since we haven't entered the household registration, we can only do things according to our rules. Please leave. Heibu was someone who would never lower his head easily. Everyone looked at Lu Yushi and pulled her away. However, Lu Yushi did not leave without giving them any face. Her small hand was wrapped by the big hand, and she made a hand gesture to stop. Elders, if I were Heibu, would I not have to chase Heibu out? Lu Yushi's words made everyone present suspicious, including Heibu. Nuo Rui looked on nervously. Yes. Lu Yushi secretly took a deep breath. All right, if that's the case, I will tell the truth. Hey Boo, and I have already married. Lu Yushi remembered that she had seen some news in her previous life. It said that all the big families had family histories, family gatherings, and family tree records. Their families would be very strange. They all stipulated that only those who got married and entered the household register could be considered a family. However, because the family tree was left behind in the past, people were very, very conservative. Therefore, there was also a record that if the two parties were married, it would be counted separately. If they were considered half a family, they had to enter the household register in time. Lu Yushi did not know if the Hay family had this kind of rule, so she could only gamble. Sure enough, Lu Yushi's words shocked everyone present. Hey Boo's frown deepened. Why did she say that about him? Why did she use such a reason to justify her innocence? Meanwhile, Nuo Rui stared at Lu Yushi with her eyes wide open. She could not hide her excitement. Husband and wife. This was great. This kid was really quick to act. Was she going to be a grandmother? Haha. Just thinking about it made her happy. Elders, I wonder if this counts as half a member of the Hay family? Lu Yushi said without fear, making Nuo Rui nod her head with certainty. This daughter-in-law really did not make her wrong. The surrounding members of the Hay family started to discuss amongst themselves. Girls nowadays are willing to do anything to marry into a wealthy family. They look like they're only 17 or 18 years old, but they actually do such a thing. Isn't that so? How shameless. I wonder if they have any upbringing. She lost her innocence at such a young age. When the Heibu tribe doesn't want her, how can she marry into a good family? Shut up. Think about yourselves. What methods did you use to enter our HEI family? Now you don't have the right to talk about others. Once the elders spoke, the voices behind immediately quieted down. The discussion was very loud. Of course, Lu Yushi heard it, but she only smiled and didn't have much of a reaction. When Hei Bu saw her smile, his heart couldn't help but ache. Why did she say that nothing had ever happened between them? But could it be that she was afraid that he wouldn't be expelled, this fool? How could he bear to protect such a foolish woman? Since that's the case, let's just pretend that we didn't mention the matter of you being expelled from the Hei clan. All of you, hurry up and get another Hoku. The elder's attitude also softened. And all right, we will. Nuo Rui quickly agreed. She didn't want to lose such a good daughter-in-law for nothing. The elder led the group and retreated. Nuo Rui didn't want to be a third wheel either. Son, you guys can chat with your daughter-in-law. I'm a little hungry, so I'm going to find something to eat. Hee, you guys can chat. Of course. Hei Qing was tactful and prepared to leave. Brother, let's chat properly. When there were only two people left in the corridor, the two of them once again fell into an awkward situation. Why did you say that just now? We clearly didn't. Hei Bu was the first to break the awkward situation. You're not happy with me saying that? Please, I'm the one who's been wronged. Why do I feel like you're the victim now? No, I'm afraid of you saying that. She rejected him, but she used such a topic to help him. He was worried about her innocence. If that's the case, then marry me, Lu Yushi said very casually, just like how she usually spoke. She thought about it. Since she had a good impression of him, why not try to use some time to prove that she wouldn't be scarred by the feelings of her past life? Looking at the man in front of her, he should be a good person and should be able to take the test. If he was really the man that she was destined to be with, regardless of whether he had appeared in her past life or whether he was worthy, she, Lu Yushi, would never be like others because she would listen to the advice of others just because she was not worthy or not suitable. She would bravely pursue her own love. What? Heibu was shocked by her words once again. If others saw his expression now, they would definitely not believe that the dignified Hei Di would show such an expression. What? You don't want to? Then just pretend that I didn't say anything. Hei Bu revealed a sinister smile. How can you say something that doesn't count just because it doesn't count? As he spoke, Meng Di grabbed Lu Yushi's arms and gently kissed her lips. He said gently and sweetly, "Seal it. From now on, this place can only be my territory. Come, let's go and enter the hookah now." Lu Yushi quickly pulled him back. You're crazy. What time do you want to go now? Besides, I only said that you could marry me. I didn't say when. What? Are you going back on your word? Abel looked at Lu Yushi evilly. Lu Yushi just realized that he had been deceived by his cold appearance. He was totally a bad guy. Do you really want to marry me? Do I look like someone who jokes? In an instant, his expression turned cold again, as if he had never appeared before. Since you really want to marry me, then you have to agree to a few conditions. Lu Yushi knew that when two people were together, one of them would definitely make the decision. Therefore, she had to make the decision. Then I won't trouble you to marry me. Heibu wanted to turn around and leave, but he was stopped by Lu Yu. Hey, where are you going? You can't. Why not? Heibu wanted to laugh, but he held it in and looked at her with a cold attitude. He wanted to see how this smart little woman would deal with his rejection. Lu Yushi looked up at the sky. She took a deep breath. Now is not the time to be together. First, I'm only 18 years old. Being with you is considered puppy love. Second, I still have my things to do. It's not the time to fall in love yet. If you can, wait for me. If you can't, just pretend that I've never said anything. Although she had reached the age of marriage in her previous life, she was still young in this life after all. It was because she had yet to take revenge that she did not want to be distracted. She could have used his hand to take revenge, but she did not want to. She wanted to do it herself. I will wait for you to grow up. These few words expressed all the thoughts of the Heibu at this moment. He did not know why she had such a pained expression, but the Heibu knew that he could not let her be sad. Lu Yushi looked at him and smiled happily. This was the first time that the Heibu responded to her with a smile. It's very late. I'll send you back. Okay. When they first met, he was definitely out of reach. It turned out that they had already planted a seed of love in their hearts. Xiaoxi, are you there? Early in the morning, Ochi came to film them. Lu Yushi, who had fallen asleep very late last night, muttered under the blanket and got up reluctantly. The moment she opened the door, she saw the energetic Oyuchi. It was really unbearable. Xiaoxi, watch TV. Quick, watch TV. She was dragged back to her room and turned on the TV. I'm getting more and more excited. It's our final contestant, Ochi. The television was playing Ochi's replay of the competition, which made Oyuchi really excited. Xiaoxi, look, I'm on TV. I'm so excited. Lu Yushi's eyelids kept drooping. May I ask, what do you think of the champion, Ochi? After the performance, the reporter came to interview the audience. The audience who was interviewed seemed to be a little excited and spoke incoherently. I like her very much. She moved me. The other interviewee replied, yes, I like her very much. The costume for the competition is very beautiful. I like it even more. It would be even better if I knew where to order it. No, I'm joking. Upon hearing this, Lu Yushi's eyes widened and she bounced up. Xiaoxi, what are you doing? You scared me. Lu Yushi grabbed Oyuchi's shoulders and said excitedly, Ochi, do you still have your gown from last night? Can you lend it to me? Of course, it's yours anyway. What do you mean? Ochi, thank you so much. She grabbed her phone and dialed. Hello, is this Lao Jie? I'm Xiaoxi. Get ready. We'll hold the opening ceremony after 10 o'clock. After hanging up, she ran to wash up. Ochi looked at the lifeless Lu Yushi, who was now alive and kicking. If he had not seen it himself, he would not have believed that her expression had changed so quickly. Lu Yushi ran out of the bathroom with toothpaste in her mouth. She did not feel embarrassed at all. Ochi, help me put on the dress first. I need it later. Okay, I got it. Sigh. She really did not understand Xiaoxi. Guessing her thoughts was really a waste of her brain. Forget it. She would just learn her English. Holding the dress, she hurriedly went out. Chi Shifu, can you give me a ride? Yes, Mississippi time was too tight. She had no choice but to trouble Chi Shifu. Of course, there was also the most important reason. Chi Shifu's driving skills and speed were not just for show. In just a few moments, he had arrived. Chi Shifu, you can go back first. I still have things to do. Lu Yushi did not want too many people to know about the matter of her opening the dress shop, so she could only send Chi Shifu away. After watching Chi Shifu leave, she rushed to the shop in a hurry. She was still breathing heavily, but she found that the decoration of the shop had completely changed. What was going on? Could it be that she had gone to the wrong place? Not daring to confirm, she backed out of the door and looked at the shop again. That's right, it's here. What's going on? Xiaoxi, you're here? Lao Jia, who was busy directing, saw Lu Yushi poking her head out of the shop and could only call her. Lao Jia, why are you moving so fast? I think it's only been about 20 minutes since I called you. Why do you feel like you're almost ready? Lao Min was very proud. You don't understand this, do you? Last time, you told me that there would be a large number of tourist groups coming, and you didn't confirm when the shop would open. I was afraid that you would suddenly open, so I took the initiative to buy the materials for today's decoration. Who knew that I would really run into them? Lu Yushi gave a thumbs up and nodded affirmatively. Lao Jia, you are indeed a talent. Of course, I have also worked for a few years, but I calculated with my fingers. Lu Yushi was amused by Lao Min's expression and posture, and her nervous mood immediately relaxed. Boss, me US too. It's Tion, a genius, right? We'll come to help first thing in the morning. With such a speed of speech, it was obvious who it was. Boss, Brother Bao and Ah Wu also joined the fun. Old? What old? Am I that old? Didn't I tell you not to call me boss? Also, ABA, you said you're a genius. Don't tell me you know how to calculate. Lu Yushi stared at ABA. No, we're just Lu, passing by. Lu Yushi was so nervous that she had no choice but to confess. That's more like it. I happen to be very busy today, so I should be able to get you guys. You guys start work today, but I'm warning you guys, don't call me boss anymore. From now on, Lao Jie is your boss. Yes, big boss. Big boss, don't look at us like that. You told us to call Lao Jie boss, and you're her boss, so you're the big boss. Ah Wu was indeed the smart one in this idiot group, so he spoke in a clear voice.